I know it's it's all up in the air, and that you guys both said, you know, you're gonna figure out what's happening with high command or any positions of responsibility or power in any way. But I wanna aggressively put my name in the hat and try to step up to the plate. There is a lot for me to gain and a lot for me to lose doing this. It might backfire. I know you guys have one hell of a conviction when it comes to the way you want to run things, but I feel like I kind of embody and understand the COE way to a degree where a lot of other people might be confused. I know where we stand and what we bring to the table and what differentiates us from others. I'm not afraid of saying I fucked up or asking questions to make sure that I don't fuck up. And I feel that I could be that mediator between the rest of the group, the rest of the family, and you guys in a way where you won't have to deal with every single little piece of conflict or bullshit or question. But in a way where you could trust that I could bring something up to you guys if it is needed. You said you're going to think about it and stuff like that, but I just wanted to...
I like it. I like you putting your name forward. I respect it because no one else is doing that right now, you know?
Definitely something that someone who wants to be in that position and who would be in that position probably would do, you know?
And what you're saying about understanding what we're trying to do kind of thing and the COE way and understanding the COE way, I completely agree with that sentiment. So me and Wicked are definitely going to have a conversation about it over the coming days.
Maybe I do want to say as well, like, I'm sorry about the other day with your like idea of selling stuff. I'm sorry that didn't go the way that you probably would have planned it to be.
No, a lot of different things popped off, but you know, it was a case study. It worked out, and it wasn't a huge margin of profit, but everybody was involved, and it got the conversation started.
Yeah.
And you know, we have a lot of those ideas up my sleeve. I know a lot of the other guys have a million ideas. It's just implementing them and making sure that everybody's on board. And I feel like that's something that I could do. I could rally the troops. I can get people going. You know.
I like it. I like ingenuity. I like the power of thinking for yourself and initiative, right? And again, I'm repeating myself over and over again, but it's what we're looking for here. You know, personality. Character and initiative are like three big qualities that I look for in someone, especially if we're going to be a position of power, you know. So I take that all into consideration while making decisions, brother.
And I'll give you something to consider as well, okay? Like, I agree with everything you said, of course, like, you know, and like you say, like, I know you understand how to do things the COE way. I know all of that. One thing I will say is that someone who I would see in high command, at least for the time being, for the first few people in high command, they would need to be experienced so that they, like, with gang drama and politics and stuff. Those first few members of high command are going to be dealing with that 24/7, and it's going to be fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So I want you to keep that in mind, right? And I don't know, just figure out whether, you know, that's something... that's a role that you even think you'd thrive in, you know? Because me personally, like, I think you'd come in a little bit later in the plan, right? Where this initial turbulence is gone and you move us forward with the plans that you have in mind, the shit that you have in mind, doing things the way that we need to, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I would like to say I completely understand that, but my experience does come from a building from the ground up. I have been involved,
which is what we're doing, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%. I have been involved in large groups that have had a lot of different personalities trying to build in the same direction, and having to navigate all of those people building in the same direction.
Did you end up in like a similar role within that group?
It was a little more on the shadow sense because I also ran the entire business aspect of that group. So I was dealing with everybody that was out in the streets, but also all of the business elements and stuff. So I found it best not to be quote unquote flagged and known, so I can get more into. But I mean, I was running shit with the fucking mayor at that towards the end. You know what I mean? Like,
so yeah, you were undercover basically, right?
yeah, but I was still
Kind
having
of.
to deal with
Yeah.
all of the politics within the group and outside of the group.
It's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Like again, like we're getting your CV, so don't think any of these questions are too dictating or whatever. You know.
I mean,
trying to get a reference.
Because the other thing is, right, like, I respect that you're coming to us because I know for a fact your point of contact was Fixer, because obviously it makes sense. You two are boys, right? That's your day one. And I am sorry that you don't have that point of communication that is as close as the one that you had with Fixer, because he's your boy, you know? But 100, like, don't think because he's not here that you don't have that communication, you know? Like, I am not going to speak to you the way that Fixer does. I'm not going to say the things that will operate the way that he does.
I was riding in a cop car while telling the gang where the cop was. Yeah, they don't know.
No, I appreciate that. You know, you step forward for it. And to be honest, this actually caught me a little bit by surprise, because to me, like,
Fixer was my introduction, but you guys are the reason that I stayed. Everybody here is the reason that I stayed.
It's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah, seems like everyone has a common consensus, to be honest. Yeah, okay. We'll keep that in mind, man. As I said, like, me and Unc still have even yet to discuss how many and what the operations are gonna be, and what, you know, the tasks and stuff.
Yeah,
and
and sorry to pin you guys in a corner and say, like, you know, just before I hit the hay and stuff.
You're fine, mate.
Just,
there's definitely none of that. It was someone who is ambitious trying to put their fucking their money where their mouth is. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. I hope
that's all I see, and that's respectful, man. That's like, I respect that the fuck out of it.
No, listen, I'm an old school punk musician that used to skate. First of all, you never learn anything without scraping your knee a couple of times. Second of all, you need every other fucking instrument to make the music, right?
X.
It's high tide raises all ships for me. If you win, if they win, if I win, we all fucking win. That's where I come from. And it's not even about me. It's what I think I can bring to the table to benefit everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, like, literally is immediately the only things you spoke about is what you can do for others. I'm message received loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will revert some changes. I will make some changes that probably won't make sense, and then revert them, and then boom, 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 boom. You know, like, and which this also means that I'm more free. Like, I've been given permission to take some risks. So even, like, I'm once again not saying that you being in high command is a risk, but I'm saying if I did think it was, right, I could still do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Whether it was me or anybody else, I mean, we're gonna go through some growing pains, regardless. Fucking everybody doing absolutely anything has that. There's always going to be a period of what's the saying? Darkest before the dawn. All those fucking things. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. All of that is cliches.
All the cheesy cliches.
They're all cliches for a reason, right?
Yeah. The old timers knew what they were talking about. Put it that way.
100%. It's just it's gonna suck before it gets good.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, man. We'll keep that in mind. But me and Unc we're gonna go talk about what this actually consists of.
Well, I appreciate you guys' time. And
100%, my guy.
Yeah, I'll be around tomorrow a little later than usual, but I'll leave you to it.
I appreciate you, Paps, mate. I appreciate you.
Yeah, all the love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.